The Lion's Promise. In the vast plains of the African savanna, under the golden glow of the setting sun, a pride of lions roamed. Among them was a young lion named Aslan, strong and noble, with a mane that shimmered like gold. Aslan was the son of the pride's queen, Sarabi, a wise and respected lioness. Sarabi had ruled the pride with wisdom and strength, guiding them through many challenges. But now, her time was coming to an end. She lay under the shade of an ancient acacia tree, her breathing shallow and labored. Aslan, her beloved son, lay beside her, his eyes filled with sorrow. "Aslan," Sarabi whispered, her voice weak but filled with determination. "My time is near. You must promise me something." Aslan leaned closer, his heart aching. "Anything, mother. Promise me you will always protect our pride and the lands we live on. This land has been our home for generations. It is our duty to safeguard it and ensure its survival." Aslan's eyes filled with tears, but he nodded resolutely. "I promise, mother, I will protect our pride and our home, no matter what." With a final loving look at her son, Sarabi closed her eyes and took her last breath. Aslan nuzzled her, a silent vow in his heart. He knew the weight of the promise he had made, but he was determined to honor his mother's wishes. Days turned into weeks, and Aslan took on the mantle of leadership. His first challenge came with the dry season. The savanna, usually lush and vibrant, turned into a parched and barren land. Waterholes dried up, and the prey animals migrated to distant territories in search of water and food. Aslan led his pride in search of a new water source. The journey was long and arduous, with many lions growing weak from thirst and hunger. One day, after days of relentless searching, Aslan's keen senses detected the faint scent of water. He followed it and discovered a hidden oasis, teeming with life. The pride rejoiced as they drank deeply from the cool waters, their spirits revived. As the dry season ended, another threat emerged. A rival pride, led by a fierce lion named Kovu, encroached on their territory. Kovu was determined to take over Aslan's lands, believing them to be rich in resources. Aslan knew that a battle was inevitable. The two prides clashed in a fierce battle, with roars and growls echoing across the savanna. Aslan fought bravely, his strength and determination unwavering. He remembered his promise to his mother and drew strength from it. After a long and grueling fight, Aslan emerged victorious, and Kovu and his pride retreated, defeated. But Aslan's challenges were far from over. One morning, the sky darkened with smoke as a wildfire raged across the plains. The fire spread quickly, threatening to engulf the pride's territory. Aslan rallied his pride and led them to safety, away from the advancing flames. He worked tirelessly to ensure every member of his pride was safe, even returning to the burning territory to rescue a trapped cub. Finally, as the flames died down and the smoke cleared, Aslan faced his greatest challenge yet: human encroachment. A group of humans had started building a settlement near the pride's territory, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Aslan watched warily as trees were cut down and animals were driven away. Determined to protect his home, Aslan decided to take a bold step. He approached the human settlement, his powerful presence impossible to ignore. The humans were initially frightened, but as they observed Aslan, they realized he was not there to harm them. Among the humans was a woman named Dr. Maya, a wildlife conservationist. She saw the determination in Aslan's eyes and understood his message. She spoke to the other humans, explaining the importance of the lion's habitat and the need to coexist peacefully. Through Dr. Maya's efforts, the humans agreed to establish a wildlife reserve, protecting the pride's territory and allowing them to live without fear of encroachment. Aslan watched as the humans worked to restore the land, planting trees and creating water sources. Years passed, and the savanna flourished once more. Aslan, now an older and wiser lion, stood on a hill overlooking his territory. the pride thrived, and the land was teeming with life. Aslan knew he had kept his promise to his mother. He had protected his pride and their home, overcoming every challenge that came their way. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the savanna, Aslan felt a deep sense of fulfillment. His mother's spirit seemed to be with him, and he knew she would be proud of the lion he had become. The lion's promise had been kept, and the legacy of Sarabi lived on through Aslan and the pride he had vowed to protect.